from 69 down to 60. I'm a little sad, to be honest with you.
I had to bring it down to 50.
I might have to bring it down to 50.
Are you logged in or not? Not Athelstan. I can't tell.
What?
Oops. I'm in. Don't worry. I'll be
I
there.
forgot to log it in.
I haven't logged in. I will log in now. I'll check for updates.
We're doing great.
So good. Well, you guys are logging in. I guess I'll do announcements. Welcome to Mistwalkers, session 115. I swear I fix these cams, and then as soon as I go live, they get all fucked up again. I don't know why. Like, I literally did it, and now
You need to stop Ace Ventura right now. I swear to God's Maggie. I will come over there.
New hairstyle.
Stop it.
Look, Vince
Sorry.
is in Sandusky right now. I will send him to your house.
That's like 2 hours away. Oh my God, he could go to the water. He could go to Kalahari.
I don't know. What
Only
that is.
2 hours? That's a lesbian booty call.
Yeah, he could go to Kalahari, which is a water park, or he could go to Cedar Point and go on a roller coaster ride
Well,
in
they're
the middle of
closed.
January. Well, Kalahari's open, not the other place.
That's the
Where are
water
my
park,
royalties
right?
for Cedar Point?
Yeah, the water park.
Yeah. He was
Anyway.
telling
Or
me
there's
about it.
the
Anyway.
there's the White Wolf Lodge where he could wear little wolf ears and run around.
Vince is definitely a furry. You've heard it here first.
Yeah. Duality, your people.
Anyway, our first sponsor for tonight is Canadian Dice. You can go to canadiandice.ca, use the code THEVACTAIR, all one word, at checkout for 15% off of your order. Maggie, what's your dice pick of the week? And don't ask me to guess, because I have it right here in front of me.
I thought that was a chocolate bar.
No,
Hey
it's
Rob,
not.
guess what it is?
It's an iPhone.
Ooh, what is it?
Oh
Have to
shit,
guess.
I wasn't anticipating that. It might be a new dice set though. It's
Ooh.
called Midnight Sands. Do you want to know why?
Because you like being on the beach at midnight?
Yes, and I like getting caught in the rain, but I only like being on non-peasant sand. I only accept luxurious, high quality, multiple thread count sand.
That just broke my brain.
Is that the only
That's a-
reason?
They're also new. They're like really cool. They're like kind of like, it looks like to me like a more like a bone white with like navy designs that look like inked. They're like a pretty cool set. Also, guess who is probably getting sand at midnight? Ryan right now.
Yes, he's
He's
currently traveling. Yes, that's correct.
I think they're on their way back now.
Uh-huh.
I misheard that at first. I thought you said Midnight Sands, and I'm like, Undertale?
No, not midnight sands.
Oh my God. Deep cut.
So there may be a delay if you do order before Ryan gets home, but you will get it in the mail very shortly. So go ahead and order, and don't forget to use the code.
I can't believe Bill's
The
not passing the
Vactair,
orders.
all one word.
Yes, but make sure to actually enter it, or you don't get the 15% off.
Yeah. And if you don't enter it, it's your own fault.
It is your own
You
fault.
but you could also, if you wanted to, you could, give the full kickback to Ryan if you don't enter it. But if you do enter it, we get the kickback. Do we get kickback as the Vactair?
Technically, yes. We basically just trade the ad space for when we need dice for a giveaway.
Oh, so like if you want to, we all get the kickback. But still use the code every once in a while.
Yeah, for sure. We're still partnered with Monument Studios. All of the exclamations about the creepy music that's currently playing from my players, it's all provided by them. They have over 5,000 content creator friendly, royalty and copyright free music and sound effects for your streamed or home games. Their Fantasy Plus music program is releasing on March 25th. They have announced it over on their Instagram. So if you want to have it, it's pretty awesome. You just got to go and check it out. Go order it at Monument Studios on Insta. Our merch store will have new designs probably after GaryCon, but you can always check out our existing ones like the Blob, That Tracks. Stuff that we've thrown together. We've got some Sploff merch. There's currently no Pride gear because it's not Pride, and they look at me weird when I leave the rainbow stuff up. Nobody does.
We only
Nobody
want your
does.
gay money during gay month.
Yes.
Yeah. The rest of us, we are no longer gay, by the way. I am now
Yeah.
heterosexual.
Gays are only allowed in June.
That was a really weird thing to hear you say, especially because it was said
I'm
in such a
hetero.
monotone.
Hetero. Doesn't this face look like the most heterosexual person you know?
And the whitest.
And the whitest.
And the tallest.
And the tallest.
Yeah.
I am not a liar. My personality and definitions are built on many truths that are very distinguished.
A bunch of us here that you can see and a bunch of people that aren't are going to GaryCon this year. It's over in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, from the 20th to the 24th this month. You see us, come say hi. We only bite with consent. But we do have stickers to give you. So just come say hi and we'll give you some stickers.
Dimkers.
Happy Ramadan to anybody who is celebrating. We see
Fuck
you.
yeah.
We love you. We hope your fasting goes well.
Mm-hmm. Like all the videos of people's pets waking up with them to break fast.
I'm starving!
Happy birthday tomorrow to Cedar. So, if you know Cedar, throw him a happy birthday.
The day that they hatch from their egg.
I'm as innocent as the day I was hatched. I'm also not a liar.
Last but not least, you can find all of our sessions over on YouTube under the Live tab and our podcast versions wherever you get your podcasts from. Our edited versions will be out eventually when I get around to doing the thing. Anyway, who would like to recap last session?
I've been doing it the past few, so like.
I wasn't
Yeah.
here. Also, can I have Atlas back, please?
Yes.
And Cedar, did you get the big purple idiot?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Thank you.
I didn't know Barney was here.
Should be good to go, Maggie.
The Woe Strider took over Ranlar's body. He's got a broken neck and a big hole in his middle. Big old veins in his arms. Very dark, probably not blood. The smell of something distinct to Aslan's lab. We're in the pocket dimension in the ride, and apparently everyone that matters is down there.
According to Tiptoe,
Yeah.
the Woe Strider.
We're looking to try and make some Woe Strider research. We were told to probably go to Borka. Problem is getting into either of the houses that have libraries. Could also possibly go to the Sphinx or Huscosa. Down there was Madame Eris, Baron Matus, maybe some more. Ended up being... Was it another one of your siblings?
Llewellyn
Peter?
Dasheen.
Yeah. Dasheen, okay. I heard Basheen the first time and wrote that.
The Bog
yeah,
King.
the Bog King.
All I can think of is Jimmy Neutron every time you say that full name.
Hey, the box ghost! Sorry.
Athelstan finally saw his new body form after apparently making Mina mad or something, getting his stuff taken away. He's shorter than usual. He's got 2 green eyes, and he actually has normal looking teeth.
Except for his canines, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, they were a
longer than
little-
usual.
Yeah, a little longer, but nothing super out of the ordinary. Not vampiric by any means, but if you ever see somebody like a human in the real world smile, and you can definitely tell they've got canines, it's kind of like that. Just it sticks out a little bit more.
It's like your mouth is sharp.
Yes.
Less sharp.
Darkon isn't dead, just mostly dead. There's little pockets still there. I showed Keeli all my doctor stuff. And they scryed on him, and he realized that they were there as he was making sashimi out of a person. And
Pine froth.
yeah, and then they talked to I think it was Athelstan was talking with Gordon and asking how they managed to convince Darkon people they were in a domain to get them out, and they kind of didn't. It sounds like they kidnapped people.
Some people.
Yeah.
Some people were a little more on board. You know how you would speak to some people in real life and be like, "Hey, do you believe in ghosts?" "Yeah, I believe in ghosts." "No, ghosts are stupid." Like, it's sort of that conversation. So
Okay.
the people that would believe in ghosts were easy to kind of convince that, you know, there's something beyond the mist walls, beyond, you know, the encroaching mists. So it was easy to get them on board. And the people who didn't, they ended up here anyway.
Where do they think the carnival comes from? Is it traveling around Darkon?
Well, they're gonna forget about it. Well, if still in Darkon, they were gonna forget about it in a month anyway. 3 months.
Yeah. And the way people, like, you would all know this. This isn't, you know, meta knowledge over the table or anything. Everybody would know this information. When it comes to the people within the domains that don't believe in anything beyond the mists, or they don't recognize the mists as, you know, essentially its own entity, they don't recognize that they are within a pocket dimension, those people generally are, they're not stupid. That's not what I'm saying. But
They're civilians.
Yes, they're
NPCs.
civilians. They live in their own little bubble, and whatever happens outside of their bubble does not matter.
So they're delusional.
Not necessarily. Like,
They're traumatized.
it depends on what domain you're in. So for something like Harakir, which is a sandy sort of Egyptian style domain, the walls that surround Harakir are basically heat wave walls, where if you walk into them, they're sandstorms, they're heat waves. Like, walking into them is a death sentence, and that is what's believed by the citizens of Harakir. Whereas if you go to Barovia, what they believe in the mists is there are, children of Strahd or wild beasts that will rend anybody who goes into the mists and kill them. And that's why nobody hears from them again.
Which
So-
isn't necessarily inaccurate.
It's not inaccurate. It's not totally accurate, but it's not inaccurate either. So it depends on which domain you're in, what they believe about the surrounding prison walls, essentially. Generally speaking, the ones that for sure do not believe in anything beyond their domain are the ones that would be considered husks, the ones who do not have a soul, because they don't have previous experience to draw on. The ones that are sold, the individuals that do have a soul, they, again, as you know, are recycled. And those past lives do intrude on their current life. Those experiences, they are aware of them. Sometimes it depends on if they believe them or not, or they think they're just a dream or imagination. Whatever the case is, they would be the believers when it comes to there is something beyond the mists. Whereas husks, they are essentially NPCs. They live their very, very tiny lives. They do not go outside of their lane. And they live and die doing whatever it is that they are put into, essentially. That's information that you all would know as being part of the domains, as living in them, moving through them. These are facts of the domains. Doesn't matter where you are. Each of them have that sort of base level of NPCing.
Everyone's just one bad experience away from becoming a main character.
More or less. That's how it all starts. So, you've rested for the evening. Everybody is able to take a long rest. There are a couple of stress effects in play, so I need Breeze and Heli to give me some wisdom saving throws.
Yeah.
Oop, didn't mean to do that.
13.
Still a little stressed, guys.
Also a 13.
You rolled a 3 and got the same thing I did, rolling an 11.
Cleric's gonna cleric.
Yeah.
It's definitely a Keli roll.
So you're still a little stressed. Your perception is still going to take that disadvantage for the time being. Obviously, you know there are other things you can do, but upon waking, you're still at disadvantage for perception. The outsides of your Vargos, you can hear the sort of rousing of the carnival, the carnies in particular, because you are in Carnies Row. You hear the sounds of breakfast being made in the food tent, movement, and kind of not shouting, but like terse speaking to one another for those who do speak. Sometimes you'll hear one side of the conversation, so you are able to assume that the other side of the conversation is probably a Skura. Or they're too far away and speaking quietly, but probably a Skura. The smells that you're familiar with upon waking within the carnival, roasting meats, roasting vegetables, the smell of animal dung. Unfortunately, these are all things that you're familiar with in waking within the carnival. Pardon me. Nobody dreamed? Not anything that you can remember anyway? The cats, the kittens that you've rescued, they're being kittens.
How did Ethelstan's evening go?
We'll get to that.
Oh, good.
Oh wait, I get to pick new spells today.
Yes, you do.
And I need to
brag about it, Maggie.
Is anybody doing anything upon waking before leaving your rooms or anything like that?
No.
No?
Saying morning prayers.
Okay. Anything in particular, or just praying, picking your spells?
I thought you were gonna say picking your nose.
We'll definitely do that, but also she probably is like reaching out to see if she can feel any like guidance from elsewhere.
Okay, make a religion check for me.
I think she's questioning really hard if whether or not whoever's guiding her is actually Xander, so 18.
Okay. You're knelt at your altar in your room, and you're praying. You know, you're going through the mental exercises of selecting which spells you're going to have prepared for the day. And as you're kind of reaching out to your deity or whoever has blessed you with this celestial, radiant, holy abilities, you do hear a similar voice. It doesn't say anything specific, nothing that you can really identify, but you recognize the lilt of it and the cadence of it. You know it's the entity that has called themselves Xander.
Xander.
I always do that. I was also watching like Buffy behind the scenes earlier, so kind of stuck. Anyway,
That's so funny because I named my kitten. I named Spike.
Oh my god.
Amazing. So yeah, you think it is. It's the being that identified themselves as your son.
What does Keelai feel when that sort of connection is made?
That is up to you. How do you feel when you make a connection with him?
I think there's a lot of confusion, but also hope that whoever it is telling the truth. Because she's been through a lot, and somebody to be lying to her in this manner would be more than I think her fragile bit of sense of self that she's managed to find could handle at the moment. So I think she's holding on to that hope.
Okay. That's how you feel. There's, outside of what people have said about when you cast magic, of things that they've seen, nothing has led you to believe that the person that you've spoken to is not your son. That's not to say that the entity that Athelstan has seen, or whoever else has seen, is not also present. But there's nothing leading you to believe that you've been lied to by some entity beyond the Headless Doll.
Yeah, I need to deal with that. Man.
Anyone else doing anything before they...
Yeah, I think she...
Oh, go ahead.
I think she just, like, prays until, obviously, finishes all that, and then, like, Spike interrupts her, and then she goes across the hallway to see if Athelstan's awake.
Okay. We'll get to that. Anybody else doing anything before they join outside? What are you doing, Alice?
Speak with plants.
Speak with plants. All right. Who are you speaking with?
Can I speak to all of them?
Yeah.
Well, I want to first speak to Straw Harold and be like, "Hey, Harold, how are you?"
Oh God, he's looking at me again.
Who's looking at you? Me?
I'm fine.
Who's looking at you? I'll make sure that they don't bother you. Unless it's me, then I'm sorry.
No comment.
Okay. Hey, Corbin. What's up?
I don't remember Corbin's voice. Fuck.
He's Corbin Blueberry.
Maybe I didn't have one for Corbin.
Gordon Ramsay.
Really speak that much.
No, that was Jenny.
Jenny was the one who spoke like Gordon.
Then there's one that's like, yeah, man, I'm a plant.
That's Jenny.
No, that was. I think that's Corbin.
Okay.
Like, there's the
Corbin?
stoner, and then there's Plant Gordon.
Okay.
Wait, those aren't the same?
No, it's more like surfer stoner. What's up, Atlas?
I missed you guys.
Hey, we missed you too. What happened?
So, like, we were in purgatory, and I was like a human. Everybody was a human.
Oh,
It was so weird. And, like, we didn't have any of our stuff. And now, look, I got these scars. And he, like, takes, like, Corbin Blue and shows him his ankle scars.
his ankle scars.
This is, you want to know how I got these scars? This is how I got these scars. And then he puts them back.
Man, I'm sure they look awful. I wish I had eyeballs.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Anyways, Jenny, how are you?
Oh, I'm totally good, man. What's up?
Oh, you can still, like, talk and hang out?
Yeah.
Well, it's because I think Athelstan and Mina, they broke up.
Oh. Oh, yeah. It's nothing to do with her.
Insight check.
Make an insight check.
Do I roll in the tower or plane?
Whatever you
I'm
want.
scared. Nat 20 for 30.
Jesus.
Welcome back, Atlas.
I was like genuinely cares because Atlas knows that like Athelstan is really working on himself right now. And it's caused tension like between him and Breeze, and like he just wants Athelstan and Breeze to be happy. Regardless if they're together as a couple, he wants them to be happy.
Okay. So you believe that Jenny is telling the truth. Their ability to talk has nothing to do with Mina.
Okay. That wording still makes me suspicious, but okay.
You rolled a 30. What do you want to know specifically?
Can Mina like communicate or see through Jenny that Jenny knows of, I guess?
That's a little bit beyond the insight check, but
Got it.
when it comes to their ability to communicate, their ability to speak with you, to be heard by the other people in your party, has nothing to do with the ability to speak with plants. Mina, Athelstan, has nothing to do with any of that.
I'm glad you could talk because I was really worried about you.
But yeah, it's totally fine. We're absolutely good. It was a little weird there for a minute.
What happened to you guys? Were you guys just plants? Were you guys people with legs? Like two
No.
legs?
No.
Oh.
No,
guys like
we
dogs?
were just in like this big glass house.
What? Like, did people throw stones in it?
I don't think so.
No, because I was always told people in glass houses should not throw stones. So if I'm ever in a greenhouse, I never throw stones.
Wise words.
Mm-hmm.
But no.
Was there anybody in the glass house?
Other plants.
Were they nice?
That's where it gets kind of weird. Like, we had consciousness, but we couldn't communicate.
That must have been horrible. It sounds like you guys were also in purgatory.
Kinda. We were all in pots like this one, but like, we can talk to each other, right?
Yeah. You couldn't even talk to each other?
No. Oh no, Affy, you can't do that. You can't just say that my plants are in purgatory. That plants go to purgatory and they go and they become a part of some fucking basic white girls collection. Every monstera is screaming inside of its own body, like that fucking Metallica song, taking my sight, taking my hearing, taking my arms, taking my legs. Oh no!
You fell
Peter,
asleep?
my love, you'll find I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Can you do the thing where like you make your fingers and then they go like this? I don't know how to do it.
Well, like this?
No, it's like you can only move the middle ones though. Like, yeah, that like Cedar's doing. Yeah, I can't.
Oh,
do
that. Yeah.
it. I can't do it.
Anyway.
Maggie's gonna spend. The
Maggie,
next 3
I'll
hours
teach you at
trying to
GaryCon,
figure this
okay?
out.
Arthritis.
I'll teach you when we get to GaryCon.
Well, I just wanted to know if Acme could really do anything, and that was the true test.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so you guys were in purgatory too? I'm so sorry. I feel responsible because I feel like
If
if you guys weren't on me, then you wouldn't have ended up there. Because what could you guys have done? Did you guys have to learn like a lesson intrinsic to like your identity, or no?
no,
Okay, then it's
think-
probably partially my fault then.
did you make us go to purgatory?
I don't think I did. I didn't want to go to purgatory in the first place. But then there was this lady, and she was like, "Oh, if you learned your lesson, you can go back. If not, the people here are probably going to beat you up. And also the birds are watching you." And she didn't even craft, like, you know how we do fun crafts? Like flower crowns, and also things like braiding hair, pruning vines, making sure, like, you guys look cool. She didn't do any crafts, and that's crazy to me.
That sounds like a very boring person.
I mean, she was alright. But yeah, I don't think I purposely brought you guys to purgatory, but I wonder if all the magical items we had on us went to purgatory then.
I don't know. You'd have to ask the person that sent you to purgatory, probably.
Well, the problem is, it's not a person. I asked Ahsoka, who can see everything, who the person is, and he's like, it's not a person, but the realm itself. And I was like, I don't know what that means. And then I tried to explain it to other people, and I explained it wrong.
We're plants, Atlas.
Yeah.
Not
But I-
smart.
No, you are smart, and I love you guys.
Oh, we
You're
love
giving
you
the
too,
plants
but
existential crises.
we're not. I mean, we just kind of exist, you know?
Is it like a good exist though? Like you guys are having a better time now that you're not in plant purgatory?
Oh, yeah. You know, we get fresh air, we get like a little jostle with your hips.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I should probably prepare because we have to go out into the desert.
That sounds terrible.
Do you want to stay in the carnival while I'm out in the desert?
Yeah.
Okay. I will go talk to Isabel before I leave,
It's old.
or
Gold.
Isolde, or maybe can. Is there somebody? Oh, I met a florist when I was here last time. I could go ask them.
Sly and Gordon are also part of your camp.
Oh, I would rather trust.
And Llewellyn, who is literally known as the Bog King.
True. Okay, never mind. I think I'm still a little traumatized.
That's true. Just to cover, too, what you missed last week, Llewellyn is one of the heirs of Darkon, and he's
Yeah.
a druid.
Is he like a cool druid?
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
He's fucking rad.
Am I a cool druid?
Yeah.
Oh my god, we're both cool druids!
Yep.
He's like I imagine Llewellyn as kind of like the guy who has like the tree root tattoos on his feet.
Oh, for
You
sure.
know?
Does he also wear the weed sweater?
No,
It's
he's like
made
he's
out
like
of
he's like Thranduil, kind of Lee Pace's Thranduil.
Oh no, he's hot then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
And it
always
was just
very
like-
interesting.
He's that mixed with Halson.
I never met Halson.
See,
I just
so
played.
he's a little buff. He's a little bit
I just
buff.
played the beginning of Act 1 over and over again.
Then you should have met.
He's
Halfling.
in Act 1.
was
I
gonna say,
didn't
he's
get
in
that
acting.
far.
You didn't get to the goblin camp.
That's like right at the beginning of Act 1.
I didn't
We're
get that
not
far.
playing
Also, you have to
BG3, we're
understand,
playing real D&D right now, god damn it! You
I
fucking
had the same
nerds!
Let's play with my friend Tones of Divinity Original Sin 2 for 8 years, and I think we're on Act 2 or 3. And we
Okay.
play like every
Real
few
D&D.
months.
Is there anything
Him and I.
else you're
He's
gonna
gonna
do, Atlas?
Suffocate himself.
I would go like, hey, Llewellyn, Sly, and Gordon, I'm gonna go out in the desert maybe, and I think my plants would have a bad time.
Okay. Sly
Could you
and
watch
Gordon
them,
are
please?
outside. Llewellyn is still snoring in the other Vargo.
Then I will not talk to Llewellyn because they're snoring.
Yeah, no problem. Do they need anything like super crazy? Like, is there like a pill or something I need to give them? You know, like when you
No,
take care of somebody's cat.
No, I will write out the care instructions for you guys,
I love
and I will
plants.
also
know
verbally
exactly what to
tell
do
you
with
them all right now. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know anything about
Atlas.
taking
She
care of
like
plants.
reaches out and she pinches your lips closed. She's like, Atlas.
Yeah.
We know them.
So Atlas still writes out the instructions though, and you can take a break from my scene, but Atlas also wants to talk to the kittens before we leave using Speak with Animals. But
Okay.
let other people roleplay first.
All right. Ruin, Breeze, you guys doing anything?
No, just gonna go
Get breakfast.
get breakfast or make breakfast or whatever we have to do here.
Is Breeze a morning person? Breeze is an actor. I am inclined to think that they're
I'm
not.
inclined to think no.
Oh, do you need like your second cup of coffee to get going in the morning?
Second just gets me out of bed.
Oh, tell me that there is like a tea set or a coffee, like a coffee brewing thingy, like a gnomish coffee brewing machine or cappuccino machine in your room. I love that for you.
I don't believe there is, but we can make that happen.
Coffee, black, lots of it.
Got it. All right.
Great. All I'm imagining is Breeze just like half waking up. Instead of an alarm clock, they hit a thing and it starts brewing coffee next to them.
What about you, Rune? You
It's
doing
like how
anything first
Keeley
thing?
drinks her coffee.
I imagine Rune just did usual Rune things and then probably ended up sleeping outside between the campers.
Okay. So when they wake up, what are they doing?
I'm not really sure what their morning routine would be here.
Okay.
I imagine they don't stay in the carnival very often, so
I would say they
You
do.
could ride the fence.
They would have
They would-
some time that they spend within the carnival.
yeah, but I mean, most of the time they'd probably be out hunting.
I get that.
I know they'd be helping out around the carnival, and
There's got to be some
time
cubs around that are obsessed with you, and you're like,
All right.
I mean, I imagine she probably helps out around the menagerie most often.
All right. Athelstan,
yes.
you went for a walkabout before going to bed last night. For the most part, you stayed within Carnival Row, Carney's Row. You did venture out into Litwit Market, where a lot of the refugees are. The carnival has basically what's the word? Like when a cop says, I'm gonna like take your vehicle.
Confiscated.
Impounded?
No,
Impound?
Impound?
no, took it to like use it.
Toad?
Oh.
Repossessed?
Appropriated.
Took it to what?
Use
Took
it.
it to use it.
When they pull somebody over in traffic and then steal their car.
Absconded.
Mean.
Oh, hijacked. Hijack.
But legal.
Imminent domain. Imminent
Totally
domain.
legal. They have a badge.
I can't remember the word, but you know what I mean.
Imminent domain.
That's commandeer. Thank you, Tisk.
Commandeered.
Thank you, Tisk.
We're gonna commandeer.
Yes.
That ship. Thank you, Tis.
Also, hi Tisk.
Love
Hi, Tis.
you.
The Carnival has basically commandeered the big boat hotel that's in Litwick Market. It's mostly filled with either people who work like the stalls at Litwick Market or refugees. There are also a lot of refugee camp, like tents set up, both inside and outside the carnival. Just give me a quick insight check. Sort of a general vibe of what you're seeing
Sorry.
with the refugees.
Every time I click on Fantasy Grounds, it like does the thing where it becomes a small box and my cursor is attached to the top of it and it makes it small and big and small and big every time I move it. Hang on.
Oh god.
There we go. Okay. Everything's fine.
Okay. So the people within the carnival, in the refugee tents and kind of like wherever they could put people within the carnival, just on like a cursory glance, you can tell that these are the probably the people that were kidnapped. Essentially. They're the ones that were very reluctant to leave Darkon, did not believe in the mists, probably maybe are still skeptical about it, even though they've literally passed into another domain. Majority, you can tell just by how they're dressed, how they look afraid. They're probably husks, by and large. When you go out to Litwick and start seeing the refugees outside, you can tell these are probably the more sold individuals. They have, more color to their garments. They're doing what they can to stave off any sort of fear in like the youngers or the elders. They don't look happy, but they're doing what they need to do. And they're also not running, which is what you think the husks would probably be doing if they had free reign. As you're walking through, you are able to also notice that people are giving you either a wide berth or they're staring at you. You have a very specific look to you. There are not very many people who are purple. At least your shade of purple. Like, you've seen drow that have like a purple undertone to their skin. You've seen, Dwergar that also have that sort of like purpley undertone, or the deep gnomes, same thing. But you're very vibrant purple. And anybody who was alive in Darkon would know of Prince Athelstan, the purple one, or Prince Rex, the purple one. Like, that information was very common. Same as how, Prince Ranlar was a prick, and, Prince Tommen liked blowing shit up. Like, that sort of scuttlebutt was known around Darkon. So the people that are looking at you, that either give you a wide berth or just kind of stare as you pass by, it's a mix of, holy shit, it's that guy, and what an asshole, this is all his fault. And you can hear that whisper. Like, I'm not just saying because they're like glaring at you. It's not like the game. The game is backhanded compliments or gossiping with somebody close to that person, but loud enough to be heard by the person you're actually talking about. This is not threatening exactly. It's not subtle. but you know people are talking about you, and there is some measure of blame that's being put on you. Part of you did expect this. You are an heir. You aren't the only heir. You're just the one that's currently in their line of sight. And it doesn't take long before a half-orc and a gnome come up to you. You don't recognize them. The half-orc picks up the gnome so that he can be eye level with you. And then he punches you in the face.
He'll take it.
Just a
Does
quick
Athelstan
pop.
have alert though, I thought? Or no?
Athelstan had a weapon that alerted him.
Oh, got it.
And given
He'll,
what they
brush
do,
off his mouth.
there's a little bit of blood. You kind of look down at it. It's red. Like bright red.
Red?
Mm-hmm. This is all your fault. All of it. You need to get out of here. Because that is just the start of what some people want to do to you here.
I want to help.
Oh, you've helped quite enough. Thanks. Go on.
Kind of glance around.
It got really quiet the second that little gnome punched you in the face. And everybody's just watching to see what you're going to do. Because along with your, oh, it's the purple one, your reputation of being a monster is also known. You don't think it would be that far of a stretch for the old torch and pitchfork treatment.
I don't blame you for what you feel. It is reasonable. It is warranted. My father did a lot of things. A lot of terrible, terrible things. And somehow one of the worst things that he did was leave. So
It doesn't matter what your daddy did. You and your siblings, you're the reason we're here now. You could have fixed it. You feel they don't understand the full extent of what it would take for somebody to ascend. To them, it's very straightforward. Royal ascension, the oldest takes the throne. Or whoever was named heir before Aslan Vemoost. They don't know the other parts of it. Or just how many heirs there actually are.
Does anyone else have anything to say? I am here to listen.
We don't want you here. There is nothing left to say to you. Our homes are gone. Our families also gone if they wouldn't come with us. they were taken before we knew what was happening. It's too late.
All right. And he'll turn and he'll just start going away.
Where do you head?
I don't know. It almost feels like like he's being funneled out. So he goes the direction that they let him go.
You're basically more or less directed back out of Litwick Market. When you left the carnival itself, you did feel that sort of fuzziness when passing between domains. So you are currently in Sri Raji. Sorry. It's a very dense, verdant, green rainforest. Not unlike Valishan, but definitely a different entity. There's no, overgrown flowers or fawn, like flora or anything like that. It just looks like a normal rainforest type situation.
Is it quiet?
You can hear the sounds of, animals and animals settling or night animals coming out to hunt. Insects, very familiar insects like grasshopper noises and that sort of thing. It's not quiet, and there's also the din from the carnival and Litwick Market. They may be their own domain. The carnival may be its own domain, but it's not in a bubble like Darkon or Barovia or whatever. You can still hear all of the noise coming out of it.
I think he'll find a campfire and sit by it for a while then.
Just anywhere?
Just anywhere.
Okay. We'll say you find one.
He might stay there for a little bit. Or he might stay there all night.
Okay.
Maybe fall asleep.
Well, which
Yeah.
one is it? Because
He'll fall asleep.
he'll fall asleep there. Okay.
Yeah.
You wake in the morning under the sun. Where the carnival is actually situated, it's a little bit of a, not so much a clearing, but it's definitely sort of on the edge of this rainforest, and the sun is beating down on you. There's not shade or tree cover or anything like that where you are.
Yep. He'll get up and head back.
So, Keeli, first thing in the morning after you do your morning prayers, you head across the hallway in your Vardo to Athelstan's room, and the curtain is open. He is not inside.
But the kittens are.
The kittens are, as is his mom.
I just kind of look at her. Is he out getting breakfast?
Oh, no, he didn't come back last night. He went out for a walk and didn't come back.
Lovely.
I would have gone after him, but he told me to stay and I couldn't leave. So,
Okay.
if you find him, I'm assuming he's still alive, because I still can't leave. But
Good
just
to
let him
know.
know that, when he tells me to do something, I apparently am bound to do it.
to know. I will make
Noted.
sure he's aware.
Noted. Yeah. Was not aware either. I don't think he was as well, so I'm not upset. Just wish I could have gone looking for him when he didn't come back.
Do you need anything? Like, I
Oh,
don't
no.
know if you eat or not.
My dear, I'm dead.
Sure. Yeah.
I appreciate it, but no, I'm okay.
I've seen weirder things than dead people who eat, so, you know.
Well, I'm incorporeal, so that... Just put it in my mouth and it would fall to the floor.
Okay, good to know.
Mm.
I'm gonna go see if I can find him.
Okay, good luck.
He's just crouched outside next to the fire with like Sly and Gordon just like poking at eggs or something.
Go outside.
Yep, so at this point, you've all moved outside. There are two options, basically, you have for breakfast. Well, there's more, obviously, if you want to, but your main options are Gordon has created a, like, hash situation over the fire outside of your Vardos, or you can go to the mess tent.
I'll let you, Gordon made. It's fine.
No,
He'll have brought back like some bread or something from the
Mhm.
tent.
Is there any meat from Rune that Gordon gets or anything like that to cook?
No, the stuff that
Or does he get
Rune
meat?
gathered went to, like, the mess tent and et meats,
Mhm.
the menagerie.
Various stalls.
Yeah.
Out of character question. Since currently Athelstan, would he be considered working for the carnival by assault or no?
Currently or in general?
In general.
Yeah.
Would what the gnome did, would that be considered going against carnival code, attacking one of the workers when they themselves are probably, unless the gnome is also a worker at the carnival?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because isn't that against the rules and you get beat into shit or kicked out or killed, basically? From my understanding of the rules of the domain.
If it was witnessed by somebody who would lodge a complaint.
Who was there? Because I mean,
Refugees.
they were
If
only
anybody
refugees.
else saw, he wouldn't let them.
Got it.
Refugees and people who work with Litwit Market, and they're not carnival employees.
Got it.
It was
Got it.
outside of the carnival's jurisdiction,
Yeah.
technically. In Litwick Market, technically.
Mhm.
But that's a very interesting thing
It's
to think about.
with Litwick Market, it's hit or miss whether or not it would be considered a carnival booting offense.
Mhm.
It really depends on who witnessed it, if the victim reported it.
Mhm.
Consider Litwick Market like, I don't know. Can't even
Not
think
the
of what
neutral zone.
A demi
It's like an
domain of its
independent-
own.
Like an independent state.
Yes, basically
What Miss
they
Kathy wants New York to be?
they're basically their own entity,
Got it.
and only if whatever they do affects the carnival are they
Got it.
under the carnival's.
I just want to make
rules.
sure that wasn't just like a big, like beyond like our party incident. Like that wasn't just like a major incident. Got it.
No. If it happened inside the carnival, and depending on who saw it, possibly.
Mhm.
But outside,
Is Athelstan healed at this point?
He wouldn't have healed himself.
well, you have like your overnight long
Yeah.
rest heal, but for vibes, for vibes
Split
and just
lip.
for funsies, you can say you still have like a split lip and a little bit of swelling.
Is this the same day that I talked to the plants? By the way, chronologically.
Yes.
Okay.
The next morning.
So
Yeah.
you talk to the plant in the morning. Athelstan getting punched was the night before.
Okay.
So now you're the morning after you've talked to your plants.
Hey, Athelstan. Oh my God, your face. Why is it red? Like you got red stuff. Well, now it's kind of like reddish brown stuff on your face.
I bleed red. He signs. He signs and is and doesn't speak. He signs that he bleeds red now.
Cool. Did you want that taken care of, like cure wounds?
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Okay. Well,
I'm
if you got hurt
okay.
on anything,
I'm okay. I promise. It's complicated.
I could only read a little of that.
He
I
says,
can't hear you, Cedar.
sorry. God, why is everything
I have
broken?
you all the way turned off. I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
He says, ugh. He signs, he will be okay. It's complicated. And he says, no, thank you, when you ask to heal him.
Is this a me problem, or can you hear Cedar?
I heard you.
Hello?
Here, Cedar.
I can hear Cedar fine.
I can't hear any of you. Hold
Oh,
Oh,
You problem.
you problem. I didn't do anything wrong. Nothing's broken.
Hello?
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 I'm like, I can read a little bit of that. Oh no, I can't hear anybody now.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear you
Hello?
now. I
Okay.
think it was a me problem, not a you guys problem.
Athelstan
'Cause
signed. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. No, thank you.
He said no. He said no, thank you. I'm fine.
Mhm.
It's complicated.
Got it. Atlas respects that. He nods and he says, "Well, if you got injured on like something dangerous that like was in the carnival, let me know and I can send maintenance down to fix it. Like if I don't know, there was like somebody left like a big plank of wood or like a banana peel on the floor. People keep leaving banana peels on the floor, and then somebody plays a slide whistle whenever somebody slips. That was
Put an egg sandwich in his mouth.
It wasn't an idiot sandwich made by Gordon Ramsay.
You can
I
taste
love
the
that clip.
cheese.
What are you?
When I come out, is Athelstan there?
Yeah, when you come out, Athelstan is there, and as you kind of step down the Bardo steps, you hear, or you feel your boot tap against something glass, and then it falls to the grass one step down.
I look
Is there
down
snake
at
in
it.
your boot?
It's a potion vial.
And pick it up.
Filled with like a yellow fluid. There's black swirls inside of it.
Tis potion.
There is a label that
Everybody
says,
drop this.
Not the PP potion.
there
Sorry,
is a
what's the
label
say?
that says potion of speed. Love Tisk.
Oh, fancy.
Oh, thanks, Tisk.
Just sort of like,
Helping us with our grammar and our
Bit, and I'm like-
our stamina.
It's
just
in the
put it in my pocket for right now.
It's in the party sheet.
Okay. I step down by Athelstan and just sort of like, you need to have a conversation with your mom. She's stuck. And also,
And,
I
like,
need to talk to you. What
he's,
did
like,
you do to your face?
He's like mid scratching his nose, and he stops, and he just kind of. And he signs one at a time, and he'll stand up and he'll go into the Vardo.
You go inside. You see your mom sitting on your bed. The kittens have like been playing. Obviously, nothing's destroyed, but you can definitely see where they've like pulled up on some furs with their claws, scratched at some wood.
Kitten
Okay.
biscuits.
You're here.
He's like signing, and he's like trying to speak, but not really any words are coming out, and he's just signing. He's like, sorry.
Sorry. Okay. Okay. Just turns out whenever you tell me to do something, I am beholden to do it. You told me to stay here. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not mad. It's okay. I think it's just how things have shaken out with me. It's okay.
Oh, that would be terrible if we had left the carnival last night and Alistan's mom was just sitting there.
I mean, if Vardo's moving around her.
She would be moving with the Vardo.
Yeah. Ooh. You can move now.
Okay. Thank you.
You can always move wherever you want to. Does that work?
I don't know. Let me check. And she like zips through the wall. And then
The
she
cats
comes
are like-
back.
The cats are like,
And then within like a combat round, so within 6 seconds, she returns to you. She's like, well, I could go about 25 feet. And then I couldn't go any further. It's okay.
Oh, that's gonna suck having your mom looking over your shoulder at all times.
She can go 25 feet away or be told to stay somewhere.
and then he can go somewhere more than
Yes.
25 feet away.
Now we know. This makes it awkward, doesn't it? A little.
He just like nods vigorously after he tries to say something.
If it helps, I can be invisible. No.
And he mouths, he's like, that's worse.
I promise that I will stay at distance that I'm able to. Should anything happen with that lovely satyr of yours.
That's what he's able to speak. Mother! No, he doesn't even say mother. He says, Athalia!
You all hear
Mother,
that.
please! Athalia, mother, please! And he reaches
all hear
out
that.
and towards her ethereal form, and her lips become solid when he pinches them closed.
The rest of her follows, and she like settles onto the floor on her feet. You can see like she's got mischief kind of burning in her eyes, and she's just around where you've kind of like pinched her lips. She's smirking.
You're enjoying this too much.
She nods.
I hate you.
No, you. Shakes her head.
It's still early.
She
Hold
nods.
my hand. I'll hold my hand. You can come eat something, I hope.
Oh, I don't know. If I eat it, what happens after I go back to incorporeal?
Then it just... Well, it sounds like a fun way to find out.
Just auto poop.
Well, that's shitty.
I... What... Question.
Yes.
What color did I bleed when I was a child?
Red?
Okay.
Should you have
Girl.
been bleeding another color?
My blood... I had green blood. as far as I ever knew. And now I have read. I never. I. I'm. I
You're having a
think I'm
moment.
having. I think I'm having a bit of a panic attack.
Do you want to just
Um,
sit in here for a minute?
No, it's too. No, no. I'd like to go and sit
So-
outside
Okay.
where it's
So-
nice and sunny. And I think I would. I think I need to see a therapy mime.
I don't know what that is, but if you think it'll help.
My body
So-
doesn't feel like my own.
I can see where that would be uncomfortable.
Yeah, the cheese is probably melted on the sandwich now. Let's go. And he'll take her outside.
Is that a euphemism?
Shut up, mother!
So green. I'm assuming glowing blood, bigger than he's supposed to be.
I better
Athelstan
go grab Ginger.
was the domain's version of the Hulk.
Listen. I prefer Bizarro, thank you very much. Nah, fuck Bizarro, he's a weirdo.
So you return outside.
He's
with your mother.
blushing.
You can
Dark
you
purple.
all definitely can tell that there's like a darkness to his purple cheeks. And you obviously heard the yelling and his mother laughing.
He sits down.
Why are we yelling?
Don't worry. And he reaches down. He picks up the he picks up the carafe and he just pours more coffee into your mug.
Oh yay, more coffee.
It'd be at this point that Rune would start walking back from the mess tent with her breakfast,
Okay.
which was probably just all the excess meat scraps they didn't use for anything.
Okay. You come back and you can see an elvish woman holding Athelstan's hand. The rest of the party. Llewellyn has woken and joined you. The seer is also there, just kind of hunkered around one of Gordon's dishes.
I pour him his tea. Do you stay corporeal if you're just touching my arm or something? Or am I gonna have to hold your hand through this experiment?
Don't know. She lets go of your hand, briefly turns incorporeal, grabs your like elbow, kind of like loops arms with you, and appears to become corporeal again.
If only my tail was corporeal. Could be like little elephants.
What tail?
Oh, you don't. Oh, you probably never saw anything like that. Then, I have a tail, and 6 arms. Well, 5.5 arms, and 3 pairs of wings.
Oh. That seems very bulky.
Although it doesn't hurt like it used to. It used to hurt when people would touch me. That weren't Mina or people that kind of were hers, I guess. How was everyone's night?
Are you still blushing?
No. Maybe. He just like hunkers down over it and like just tries to eat something.
Okay. So you are all able.
Is he hungry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're all able to see the sort of swelling and the split lip and a blush.
What'd you do to your face? Or what did somebody do to your face is the better question.
It was a long night.
Eli just growls over a cup of coffee. It wasn't me this time.
Yeah, you would have healed him.
You'd have to catch me first. It was a long night.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really want to know? Is everyone just gonna keep staring at poor little Athelstan's split lip? Instead of just eating
Yep.
their fucking breakfast?
Yeah.
That
Oh, I'm
Gordon,
eating while staring at your.
That Gordon took the time to make for everybody. I stopped by the tent. I stopped by the mess tent and got a big old fucking bool. I've never seen a bool as big as that fucking bool right there.
You may as well tell them.
Did you find a fighting ring here? Atlas is. Oh, Atlas is gone. Never mind.
Actually, that might be fun. Alright, just keep hanging onto my elbow so I can use my one hand, because Tommen still has my arm.
Was there one of those the room would know about?
There is not one sanctioned by the Carnival, no.
So that means it's not sanctioned. If
Yeah,
it is here,
non-sanctioned
if it
one.
is here, I might be able to find it. But yeah. Yeah. I just went for a walk last night and
Got punched in the face for walking around.
for walking where the refugees are while being me.
Some of them 10 punch.
They need someone to hate. And they need someone to blame. And that's fine. They don't live the same lives that we do. They need it to make sense of everything. And if they gotta hate me and my siblings, that's fine.
Need makes sense, they're in wrong place.
That's the most I've ever heard. I have heard you speak in the last 24 hours, and never have I heard truer words. But it's not exactly their choice. So, yeah. My people hate me. And that is okay.
They have choice. They can leave if wish. We won't stop them.
The fact that they had it's not that. It's not that specifically that they hate me for Rune. They interpret the fall of Darkon, the splintering of Darkon, to be the fault of me and my siblings. And in some ways, you could construe it that way. But it's complicated, more complicated than that. But if this is if hating me and having someone to blame is what they need right now, then they can fucking have it. And I don't blame them for this. And I will not see any of you retaliate against them. Swear to me, please, that you will leave them alone and let this little cut go. Please. Say something! Please!
You just finished talking. I swear I won't hurt any of them.
I'm sorry.
I might make fun of some of them, but I won't hurt any of them.
Well, that's fine. That's your prerogative, absolutely.
And cast vicious mockery while doing it.
Oh boy.
I'm not sure I can affect anybody physically other than you, so no problem.
Eli.
Not gonna hurt anybody if you don't want me to.
I don't want you to. Ginger.
Ginger.
Oh, she go out. Nom 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 nom.
Sorry. I look like I'm not paying attention, but I'm just picking spells.
That's all right.
I'm listening.
That's fine.
Clerics have a lot of spells, man.
Thank you for the raid. What's
Yes,
going
thank
on,
you for the
Proficiency
raid.
Bonu? Bonu!
Bonus.
Bonus.
Glad you got to see Ginger. They are awesome.
I'd show you my cat, but she is mean to me and she doesn't hang out with me right now.
Mine hasn't come to
Huss
visit.
is hiding
either.
way back there. Like, right there.
She's white, so it's weird that we can barely see her.
Mm.
She's all curled up like a donut right now, so.
I'm assuming you get rumblings for pretty much everybody that they're not going to seek retribution on your behalf unless anybody refutes me at this point.
Rune
Atlas is not.
specifically- Rune didn't say anything.
Atlas is not happy, but he's like, I respect your wishes, but I am not happy with how they treated you. And you have stuck up for me multiple times when I didn't know I needed sticking up for. But I understand that this is something that you have to do on your own, but I will be here for you regardless, whatever you decide.
I appreciate you.
But I'm still mad at them. I'm still like really, really mad.
If it
Like, really
has,
mad.
it wasn't on Carnival grounds.
No, but I'm still like, I mean, you could still technically do stuff not on Carnival grounds. I know how the system works, kind of, and I won't say that I didn't see things that I didn't see, and I was told to not see them with my eyes, and I don't totally didn't see them and repress the memories or not repress them. I'm just saying things could be done. That was kind of like his eyes go like that.
I don't want anything to be done.
I know you don't, but I won't do anything, but I'm still mad about it. Okay?
You're allowed to be mad about it. Anger is not a bad emotion.
No, because you're
It's
my
just an
friend,
emotion.
but I respect you, so I'm gonna respect what you said.
If it helps at all, it was in a way, it was cathartic for me.
I don't know if that helps or makes me feel more sad.
You know how... Maybe you don't. You don't have... where you wish someone would just yell or just say what they feel. Just say
Yeah.
it.
I get that.
So it's kind of that.
Mm-hmm.
But also, it's nice to know that my people aren't done fighting.
Even if it's you?
Especially if it's anyone that could cause them harm. Especially if it's someone they see as a dictator, a cruel master. What they see is not necessarily true. My reputation precedes me. And
Well,
they need this. Because they're listless right now. And if they only have hate to cling to or anger to cling to, then they may do so.
that sounds dangerous.
It can be dangerous. But it is what it is.
Can I do something nice for you before we leave? Even if
What
I'm
is
not
it?
going to beat them up, I could do something nice for you, Athelstan.
What nice thing are you planning to do for me?
I know that you can't speak with animals anymore, but I still can, and I could talk to the kittens for you, and you could ask them questions.
I can only imagine that they're just screaming for food.
You want me to reenact that? Breeze, we could both act it out because you're good at acting.
I reach into my bowl and I pull out one of the messy kittens with egg on their face and everything.
Alice like closes their mouth and tries to use their very limited ventriloquist training and go food. Can I roll a performance check?
Absolutely.
He lifts up the other one. It's covered in oatmeal.
Reese, it's your turn. Alice says. I rolled a 17 on the performance check.
Okay. So
You can't pick up the other kitten. Never mind. He only has one arm. Fuck.
Your one ventriloquist lesson. Something kind of stuck. And you're able to throw your voice enough to make it seem like the kitten that Athelstan has picked up out of his eggs is speaking.
Why are cats so dirty?
They're
Because
They'll
we
learn.
like food.
They don't. Cat don't like water.
Some cats do.
Not us. We just like food and attention
I
and
beg to-
scratching things.
I beg to differ. I know I saw you in that floating biotape container. You will not lie to your father.
I'm sorry, Father. Please forgive me.
You're forgiven.
Yay!
Can somebody with two hands wipe this thing off, please?
Prestidigitation.
Thank you. That's another thing that I'm a little worried about.
What? Casting?
Casting. Yeah, casting.
It's okay, Dad. I believe
Athelstan.
in you.
Yeah. Yeah.
We all believe in you.
I can
here.
help.
Maybe we try some stuff before we go anywhere?
Yeah, try some cool spells.
God.
That is remarkable how well you're doing that.
Thanks. I'm better than whining. I mean, I'm a cat meow.
I
I hate everything
I
about that.
can help, Athelstan, if you let me.
How do you plan to help? Tell me.
I think I might be able to regrow your hand.
Oh, you can't take that away from Tommen. Tommen was so excited.
I mean, if you really want to mess around with a mechanical hand, fine. But
What
You don't-
if
you
Tommen
don't-
gives you like a third hand? There are people with 3 hands in the carnival. You could
I
look for
have-
placement if you would like a
I
third
have
one.
5. I technically have 5.5 arms.
You could have 6.
do you,
mean, seven.
Silvo?
Do you still have them though?
I don't know. That's one of the problems that I am facing right here, and I'm trying to be cool about it. But I know that I know I learned my lesson and broke. I'm a little manic here right now. I'm sorry. I'm not yelling at you all, but I am going as one would say, going through it right now.
Daddy,
I am
please.
experiencing such a overwhelming feeling of dysmorphia that I have never ever known in my entire life. As far as I know. Because apparently that life that I thought I had is all a lie, so.
Alice kind of shuffles over to Keela and is like, "Are you talking about the regenerate spell?"
Yeah.
I don't
do we
know.
have Do we
what
have
I
the
would
original
do.
arm? Is that like his original like hand part?
You don't need it for that.
Oh, I thought you did. Hold on, let me reread the spell. Because I was also looking at that spell.
No, we don't.
I don't know.
Just instantaneous. Don't have it. It takes 2 minutes. But if we have it, it's instantaneous.
Hold on.
I don't know. I don't
Super
know.
glues it back
I
on.
don't know.
Well, my
I don't
spell
know.
looks different than that. Hold on, I'm going to show you what mine looks like, unless we're talking about different spells.
Nope, that's the same one I have.
Oh, okay. Am I just reading it?
While
wrong?
the two of them are like discussing,
Read the list.
the two of them are discussing how the spell regenerate works. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out the set and like is reaching for the sending stone. Hopefully, it's there.
It
And he's-
said if you have the severed part and hold it to the stump.
If you
Hey,
have it.
Tommen.
Then it causes it to
it's
instantaneously
Oh, I
do
guess
it.
I was
Otherwise,
just
it takes 2
doing-
minutes for it to grow back.
I know, I was talking. Oh, no, I can't read. You're right. Okay.
Hey, Tommen, Keli is trying to regrow my arm. Thoughts?
No! Not even through the setting stone. You heard it from across the camp.
We hear it somewhere.
There's like the thing I imagine about Tommen is almost kind of like Sonic Boom. So not only is he makes explosions happen because of black powder, but also his voice can produce like a wave of force.
Yeah, he's Black Bolt with
Yeah.
explosions.
Athelstan goes 3. He actually yes. He doesn't quite. He just reaches over and like settles his hand on his mother so that way she doesn't accidentally float away. Spirit 2 when the wave of force finally just kind of brushes past us. He goes 3, 2, 1.
Like a sound wave. It doesn't knock anybody off their feet or anything like that, but
But definitely
the air goes by.
It like blows all the eggs off the kitten's face.
Yeah.
Well, no, the eggs were off. The oatmeal kitten is now
Oatmeal kitten.
de-oatmealed.
Yes. The sound wave is soon followed by the sound of a
Thumping
very
feet.
large creature galloping in your direction. You
Put
think
the
you've
brakes!
About 30 seconds.
Kayla just gets up and moves over 20 feet.
Is there like a haunch in the fire at all left over from last night?
Sure.
Being used as leftovers? Yeah, Athelstan will just reach in there and like, hot. And he'll like he'll like take it up and he'll wing it.
You take 3 points of fire damage.
Ow.
As you like wing it, give me a dex check. Nice.
He's winging it for in the general vicinity where he knows that Bill is going to be occupied.
Bill is coming.
Right,
Yeah.
and you rolled it in the tower. So,
Mhm.
is anybody else doing anything to prepare for the sudden arrival of a giant Palute?
I moved.
Yeah,
Running
Keli
behind
did
And I
the
took my
fire.
coffee and kitten with me.
Okay.
I'm going to I'm going to run whatever direction Rune is running because I feel like they're going to choose the best area to run to.
Okay.
Out
Rune,
of
give me
the
a survival
fucking
check.
way.
Breeze?
Oh, cowering behind a Vardo.
32.
Fuck's sake.
Athelstan does not move.
Okay. So you and your mother remain seated. Everybody else kind of like gets up and vacates the immediate area. As you wing this haunch, this like leftover bone with like a little bit of like, scorched meat and sinew and stuff on it. Bill is above ground. He's not coming up from below ground, just because you're in the middle of Carney's Row and there's not really a whole lot of space.
Yeah,
But he
for a
does
hole.
bounce around easily, avoiding like the posts
My
at
cabbages.
the front of the Vardos. People. You can see Tommen is riding his back, and as soon as Bill clocks the flying haunch, he jumps and grabs it out of the air and then lands. And it's sort of like the sound wave where when he crashes down to the earth again, It thumps, and all of you can feel it kind of like vibrating out from where he landed. Nothing is damaged. Nobody's hurt. Bill kind of like chomps down and, guards his food as Tommen jumps down off of Bill's back. Immediately, they look at Keeli and they're like, "Don't you dare take this from me. You want to fix anything? Fix Atlas's ear."
That's true. I could do that. But also, I wasn't going to take anything from you. You could still have the hand to mess with.
That's not the point. It's just
And you could do your own projects with it.
But I have a hand. What if I cut my hand off?
What if you had a third
No.
hand? What if I had a third hand? What if I had a hand? I don't know. I don't know what to do. Have you eaten? You haven't eaten. Eat this.
When did I last eat? As he takes
Fucking eat!
takes the food and starts chomping down because, as many of my players are aware, ADHD, you hyperfixate and forget to eat or pee or drink or sleep.
That's
Yeah,
what Bill's
maybe
for.
just a little bit.
Bill will alert Tommen sometimes. But
Yeah.
Like, oh, you hungry, buddy?
Bill
Oh, I'm
is
kinda
Tommen's
hungry.
ESA.
Yes. His certified hardworking boule.
Yep.
So Tommen takes a seat. They put the mechanical arm kind of over one leg as they start chowing down on whatever was given to them. They don't give a fuck what it was. They're just putting it in their face hole.
Reaches over.
All right. At the end of this,
Once
I'm
he
imagining somehow Tommen
Settles, or they settle.
I'm imagining at the end of this somehow Tommen becomes Dr. Octopus.
I was thinking kind of like League of Legends Machine Herald, but more explosions. Athelstan reaches over and slides the arm out of his lap.
Full face, full mouth. It's not done yet, but it's close.
What's it look like?
Surprisingly, it looks pretty similar to what you are familiar with. It doesn't look all that different from when it was first removed from your arm when you returned. There are some modifications, though, that are obvious. For one, there looks to be a lightning rail crystal in the middle of your wrist.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
As he's finishing.
Oh, I thought that I confiscated that from you. Where did you get this?
The roller coaster.
Is that why somebody...
Is that why what?
Okay. I, for some reason, thought that somebody died recently, but I don't think that. I think that's just a false memory. Don't worry about it.
Oh, no, that was months before I got here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Isolde has made sure to tell me when the last time we had a particular accident. Whenever I make an accident happen.
Where's Eb?
I
Supposed to
don't
be keeping an
know.
eye on you. Don't give me that look. You know that there are
Did he
times where you
come
need
from
to
the
be
domain?
fucking babysitting.
Eb is around. And I don't need a babysitter. I am an adult.
Go to a corner. You're in
Keely
a
just
timeout.
snorts.
I'm older than you, technically.
Technically?
Yeah, it's a long story.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You were not messing with space and time again, were you?
No!
You straight up Umbrella Academy'd us last time. Come on, man.
I didn't!
What's the Umbrella Academy?
Ugh.
It was this really crappy academy our dad tried to send us to.
You guys have school there?
Everybody has school,
Atlas didn't. We've established
except maybe
this.
here.
which I think
Where
is a
is
big
school
problem.
now? Just to
Oh
clarify.
no! Oh,
They realized it was
gods.
illegal not to educate their youth.
Oh.
The domain not to have
God.
school.
No,
Oh,
Isolde
boy.
actually gives a shit. That's the difference.
Oh,
Mechanical engineering. Oh, good.
Rune's never been to school. Can't really help that one.
Because you
only
were
the
a
finest
dog
education.
for like your early years. Like, what do you want from me?
Could have gone to obedience
Seriously?
training. You know, there's doggy school.
Ginger went to the school hard knocks, and right now she's using a pillow because she's spoiled.
She's
She
from the
wants to be
block.
spoiled.
Aw.
She's from the block. She'll mess you up.
She's from the streets, and now she lives in like a suburban household.
Excuse me.
Anyway, good morning. Welcome in. Hello. Welcome to
Hi.
the existential crisis.
Oh, are we having one of those right now?
I don't know that we ever stopped.
Oh, you know, I started seeing a therapy mime when I first got here. Really helpful.
They're great, aren't they?
Yeah.
Hey,
Alright.
Atlas.
I'll go see the therapy mime.
Can I grow your ear back?
Oh, like I don't mind it being the way it is, but if you want to try, I mean, what's the worst that happens? I get like 20 years.
You could hear
I
everything.
don't think it works that way.
If it
Why
now
don't-
let me tell you, if there's anything behind having multiple outlets for a certain sense, it's quite useful.
It might have worked that way if we were still in
Valashan.
Valashan.
During the solstice.
Sure. Here, let me go over. Here, let me bend down so you can get to it. Well, watch the horn. Don't skewer yourself.
Reach up, and I cast Regenerate on Atlas's ear.
Make a dex save.
What?
Oh,
Me?
are you for real? Oh no! Tisk! You're mad with power!
No, I was joking.
Oh, okay.
I was joking. Just because I know
You're
that,
joking. I thought Alice
that
was gonna
Artemis
skewer
is as
you.
clumsy as I am.
It's just
I would reach up
Yes, that's
to
true.
touch Atlas's ear and stab my whole hand through his horn. Like,
It's happened before. That's why they weren't put in the petting zoo. Few too many incidents.
so you cast Regenerate?
Yep.
Okay. Since you don't have the missing part of Atlas's ear, you do have to stand there for 2 minutes.
So, Heli, what's up? Normally not this close to you. Not in like an emotional sense, but a physical sense.
No. But did you notice that my hair is starting to grow back to its normal color since we got back here? It's kind of
That's
weird.
great news. You know, I've been to places
But
where they have
I'll
an
take it.
invention, and it's called hair dye. And when you go through like emotional turmoil, like we are now, you just dye your hair a different color.
Or get a tattoo.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe we'll go there one day.
I could get a
They had
tattoo.
stuff. It was called manic panic, which is why I assume you do it because you are manic and panic.
Rune,
Can we take a break? I have to pee.
Yeah. We'll be right back. I'm Affy the DM, and this is the Vactair. If you know, you know.
I swear naturally. But if I have to think about it, I can't. I can't just work the words in. Shit fuck.
Could you just like give them like a bowl of lube and we can just get it to go? I don't know at this point what to say or to do.
A bowl of lube.
They make it in flavors.
I will cast guidance on your penis. There you go. Pat pat.
What if we go find a plant, 2 plants that like you connect with, and then we don't just go pick them, but like you connect with them, you know?
We'll find a shrubbery. Make sure it's nice and not too expensive.
Me.
I like gloop
to be right beside her face.
Move so I'm real close to them
Oh,
just in
like-
case
like this?
something happens.
What can I do to help you?
I feel like I'm on
if
some
you're
psychedelics.
a new DM or even maybe an
Don't play
experienced
with
DM,
us.
you're clearly witnessing DM failure here. Clearly. Engage
I try
your
to move
players.
my
Keep
piece,
them
I move the
interested
whole
in your
map.
game.
You have feelings and we're friends. You have feelings and we're friends. You have feelings and you're friends.
Don't you make this a pull door because I'll lose my fucking mind.
If I just try to open the door, does it open?
It opens out.
I mean, I'm sure you would have gotten there eventually, but
Well, I don't know why I learned this spell. So,
Flailing around like one of those inflatable tube guys.
oh no!
The wacky flailing arm two man.
I don't see you wiggling, motherfuckers. Wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
I only wiggle when I want to wiggle.
I'm Jason.
Do you want to wiggle right now?
I imagine duality's wiggling.
You went really deep, man. It's not supposed to be deep tissue.
Your ass was mesmerizing.
You just need to put the tip of the needle in.
Just the tip, just for a second.
I won't be able to sit for a week.
Well, I don't feel comfortable sharing some of the naughty bathroom things I know how to do with a bunch of children. But...
Why?
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Ask your ghost parents.
Oh god, my husband was here for all that. You cast this spell and the sky
Go
above
watch my
begins
face
to
now.
swirl into this butthole.
They like in circles around you, like do 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 do. And he's saying this out loud too. He's making his own music that he's dancing to. Do 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 bigly, bigly. Do 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 do.
I will not soon recover from this. I have never wanted the death of someone more than right now. Keisha, it was a good fucking game, but I fucking hate Brie. Fucking hate her. I fucking hate her.
No, you don't. You love me.
I do.
When one warforged loves another warforged very much.
I see you, our one true king. We stand Brendan Fraser on this channel. We don't care what time it was. We don't care what his body type is. We stand Brendan Fraser.
Do you hear that, Jeremy? Do you hear that, Jeremy? Go fuck yourself, Jeremy.
Wolf anthros are adorable.
I'm gonna say while you guys are talking, the camera pans out to the lobby, and everybody in the lobby can see that Sheriff is talking to somebody in that office. Not sure who. They're very chatty back and forth, though. For both the Reverend and Jesse, you immediately pick up on a couple things. Not everybody in this town is particularly...
Don't feed the babies lead paint, coward.
They don't stop coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming.
Somebody.
Body.
Pants. We should go to that family and then see if we can appeal to them. Is that the word I want?
I think it's begging.
We could threaten them with knives.
Oh, okay.
Or
So we have
could
many
just
options.
That's a good idea. Let's threaten them with knives. Just tell them that I murdered the entire family minus one. It'll be fine.
Nope.
I once ran into a Spanish beaver. Interestingly enough, there is no such thing as a Brazilian beaver.
I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
Yeah,
pretty much.
What? You sounded like you were grapefruiting your man.
I'm just gonna go now.
What's that? You need me? Okay.
Does this mean we win? Does this mean we
Bring
won
it
D&D?
I never want to leave here.
Please don't.
I could say schlong this time.
Schlong dong silvers.
We're back and everything is terrible.
More terrible than how we left it with the manic pixie. No, just manic panic, the emotional hair dye.
You were gonna say manic pixie dream girl, weren't you?
I was.
Mistwalkers, manic pixie dream girls, moving forward.
Athelstan's more of a wallflower.
Does he have perks from being a wallflower?
No, but he
was
does
sad,
know about Fight Club.
and it made me cry.
Where we left off, the party was talking about dyeing their hair and getting tattoos instead of getting therapy. So, real life.
This was.
It's legit, man. It works. Sort of.
Temporarily, perhaps. Anyway, Athelstan has advised all of you not to seek retribution against the person currently unknown to the rest of you who punched him in the face. Heli is currently regenerating Atlas's ear, which was shredded some time ago by a hag, if I recall correctly. Breeze is on their 4th cup of coffee. What are you guys doing?
Spent 2 minutes regrowing Atlas's ear.
Yes, and Athelstan is looking over their prosthetic arm with Tommen TM upgrades. I guess that would be Tommen upgrades TM.
Tommen's meddling TM.
Yeah.
That's what the TM stands for.
Yep.
Once I'm done regrowing Atlas's ear, I tell everybody we need to send ravens to Her Grace and probably to the Dreadlord here so we can request an audience.
And that went so well last time.
Well, we gotta try.
Yeah. Also, to finally answer your fucking question, to not really a question, sorry, to finally give you an answer regarding my arm. I don't think that I'm in a place where I want my body to change any more than it has. And honestly, I gave it up for a reason. And while a lot of things happened afterward that fucking sucked, I would do it again. But
Okay.
Thank you.
I can't do it again today anyways, so you're fine.
You don't have to.
I'm just standing there with one finger on Atlas's ear.
You don't have to just brush everything off like that, Keli.
Everything keeps changing. People keep changing. I'm just trying to keep up right now.
And talk about it.
I don't know what to say right now.
That was kind of your lessons across the board. You're not islands.
I know. Just nobody disappear on us again. Or try not to, anyways.
Run away.
I will hog tie you if I have to. You, most of all, cannot disappear on us.
The trauma.
Why? Just because of what happened last time?
Is Atlas's ear done growing back yet?
No.
It's the
not been
longest
2
2
minutes
minutes
yet.
of your life. It's like a 2-minute ad.
Right.
Speaking of ads, did you know you could go to CanadianDice.ca and use code TheVoctair all around the world at checkout to get 15% off your order?
Maybe try the Midnight Sands dice.
Shameless. Shameless. The ear does regrow. You are free to no longer poke Atlas's horse ear.
Does it just like does just like boom just appear, or does it like slowly?
It
says it takes 2 minutes to regrow, so like I imagine it grows in very slowly.
I imagine it's very soft too, like when you were a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's you can definitely tell the difference. The sort of downy fur feeling on the ears for a horse are generally very soft, but this is like extra soft and a little poofy.
Mm-hmm.
You can still see the line where it was torn. You think it'll probably even out at some point, but it's very obvious that it is newly fashioned, newly regrown. Size-wise, it's fine.
You're a pinto now.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like beans. They're the musical fruit.
You're not a bean.
Before we...
Atlas, Isolde said you're not allowed brains and...
Yeah, not since the incident.
Flashbacks to screaming.
Somebody in the carnival who was on Latrain duty has the haunted one background now. Because of it.
We're
It's
not
sold.
doing a bean flashback.
Doodly do, doodly do.
No!
You did the doodly do. You have to do it.
No!
Breeze is playing the harp of doodly doos.
I refuse.
Okay, so let's talk this out a little bit before we start running all over the circus doing thing or the carnival doing things. We need to send those ravens.
Who's
I
writing it?
also probably Breeze.
You do
I
have the best
also
handwriting.
I mean,
and they're also probably the smartest. I
is
also have spells to
Athelstan makes nervous eye contact
check
with
on
Breeze
people.
on that.
Do you?
Breeze
And
is
then
just
I
like,
look at
"No."
Athelstan. Do you want me to message Ab?
Sure.
Yeah. Find out.
Yeah.
Yes or no? Like I'm gonna
Yeah.
be burning through spells doing this, so I'm just trying to figure out what it is that we all want to do.
What's wrong? You're cranky.
I'm not cranky. I'm trying to keep us moving forward. We get bogged down doing stuff like this, and I just would like to keep moving.
Is that Artemis or
We
is
have-
that, or is that Keely?
No, that's
Okay. We've been moving and moving and moving since the day
we
you
didn't
and
really
I
have any
left
clear
Darkon.
direction. We kind of do now.
Do we?
Do we?
We have a whole group of refugees that we need to find homes for.
Yeah.
If that's not a direction, I don't know what is.
We also have, the prisoners. As Isolde said, this is not a prison state. We need to find somewhere that's secure.
Yeah. But maybe we start with the refugees so they're not taking up the entire boat hotel.
Or punching my friends.
That too.
You can't be salty about that
And the-
forever. They're NPCs.
I can be salty about it as
Ep-
long as I want.
Yes, you
And
can
Ab
on
might-
this. And I just sort of
Ab
like,
might
pat your
have
arm.
connections. Ab might have connections, so I think in this endeavor that you are suddenly placing only upon yourself, I think would be very useful.
I'm not placing it only upon myself. Just trying to come up with what we need to do. We wandered around for so long, and then we ended up in that horrible place. And now we're back. We need to figure this out.
So do we
Otherwise,
wanna
what are we
send-
even doing?
Are we thinking anywhere else other than Barovia and this place?
I don't... Do I know of any other domains that maybe would take them?
Preferably ones that don't kill people to make hexblood children, and also places that don't, take your memories.
Yeah.
Because they've already dealt with that in one domain. They don't need another one.
I'm sure
Well-
Cartacus would take stuff. Take some people.
Cartacus would probably
Sure,
be
we could
a good avenue.
check with them.
You could probably do.
Do you happen to know?
No, the Dreadlord?
You.
Yeah.
Yeah. Herc and Lucas. Oh yeah, you guys weren't with us. He gave me this bag.
No.
And he gave Atlas something. I forget what.
You did give me some.
Probably.
The Dreadlord of Cartacus gave you a messenger bag?
Yeah, give me my bag of holding.
What did he give me again? Hold on.
Okay.
I don't remember what you asked for. It's
I'm looking through.
been like 100 episodes.
Fucking
Yeah,
fruit
hold
hat.
on. He's more there on my thing. Hold on.
Today is session 115, and Cedar and I joined in session 15, so...
Oh, cool.
Hold on, I'm looking through here.
It's me and your centennial. High five.
Yeah.
I have Van Ripken's poutine order. Fuck did I have?
Very important.
That's right.
Sorry, you have to understand.
Either way.
I have 45 bat wings. Hold on.
I sort of thinking about like places that maybe we could take them. I root around in my bag and I pull out what looks to be a wooden wand. And I look at Rune and I say, "Can you track through the mists?"
I think that one's up to Affy.
Yes and no. You can track in the sense of being able to find the domain that you need to go to or are aiming for, but actually going from one domain to another, tracking some sort of entity or object, not so much.
Hey, Keela, I do have a new spell that I learned when we were in Purgatory.
Yeah? I got a
Called
couple new
plane
ones
shift.
too. What'd you get?
Plane shift. I can shift planes.
You mean those big things? The
I'm just
artificers
gonna go
roll
now.
around?
No, I'll read it to you. Hold on.
Plane shift was what got you to Purgatory in the first place.
Yeah.
I wasn't there. So we've never resolved that. I wasn't there that episode.
You weren't?
No. My mom.
Oh, you were.
My mom was falling apart.
Still salty
In real
about that
life,
spell
not
not
in the
working
game.
the way it was
in
supposed to.
game, my mom's not around.
Technically, it did work how it was supposed to. You just didn't expect the results.
I'm gonna unprepare plane shift. Redact that statement.
Rune might
Okay,
be able
anyways.
to find them, but not directly through the mist. Rune would have to find them through the find where they went, and then pick up scent from there.
I just sort of like hold out the wand and I say, "From the other carnival, could you track the other carnival with this?"
You would have to be in the same plane/domain to track it.
Don't we know when the two carnivals meet? I feel like I've asked this before.
Yeah. You know that the other carnival is generally within the Feywilds. There are instances where it does cross over into the domains of Dread, but generally speaking, it remains in the Feywild.
The Feywilds is some bonked up shit, man.
Yeah, they're recruiting new security people right now.
The other carnival as well, you also know, if this carnival were to cross paths with that carnival, Isolde would be forced to
Switch places.
And you would be once again under the purview of Mr. Witch and Mr. Light.
I gotta say, I think they would abolish the newly formed school system.
Probably. And a lot of the safety protocols and...
Because they're idiots.
They just don't care.
I have a...
Great bitches.
Well, I do think we could technically bring people there. I think it would be a really bad idea.
Probably.
Okay.
We could just bring them to the regular Feywild, though. That place seems,
Rune no won't go Feywild again. That place is weird.
Oh, yeah, it does seem kind of weird.
I agree with Rune. That place is weird.
Okay. We won't go to
Let's
the
not go there.
Feywild.
It's a silly piece.
It's very silly.
Okay. So
I love silly being the...
let's game this out here. Short-term goals are helping people find places to go and figuring out what to do with the prisoners.
Mm-hmm.
That's like our immediate plan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Sure. That's basically all I have on my plate at the moment. Well, nah, never mind, I don't. That's what I'm thinking about. Sure, yeah.
Okay. Long term, I need to find Calypso again.
I hope she's okay.
Can check if you want me to.
Probably, I mean, granted, she's probably fine, to be honest with you. I think out of all the people that I've met in my life, Calypso is
she's a
top
badass.
3. Top 3 most capable. Yeah. I don't know, man. Everything is a lot.
Is there anybody that you guys want me to check in with right now before we go send these ravens?
So you're checking in... I'm trying to think. Do we know where Van Richten went?
He's probably still living it up.
He was in Barovia the last time that we saw him, but...
Yeah, but if he's somewhere else, he might have some more recon. He kind of gets around.
I can check in with him.
Yeah, the little queen does get around.
Uh-huh. I'm trying to think who else.
I don't have any reason to think that Ez would need checking in. She's always been kind of a loner.
You want me to check in with Eb?
I'm talking about Esmeralda.
I know, but do you want me to check in with Eb as well?
Yeah, I feel like she would be very useful. What's a better word for useful than useful?
Andy?
Andy.
Help.
Helpful. She'll be very helpful. That's a good one, Rune. Thank you. Good one, Breeze. Yeah. She knows she's got connections.
Eb and Van Richten. And then I just kind of look at Athelstan. You want me to try Eugene?
White Dragon. Eugene?
White Dragon. Which White Dragon?
I fucking forget his name, but he was awesome.
Yeah,
Silver
the guy
Dragon.
who was near
Silver.
Stoke's house.
Silver,
Oh, not
fuck.
his tree domain. Your Stoke.
The one who's in Barovia with the oh god,
okay,
I
yeah,
know what
he's
his
not
name
white.
is. He's a Silver One Dragon, and he's like the descent yet clone of him. Fuck, I forget his name.
You
I
can
know
make
I
a
have
history
notes.
check.
His name was Alexander Hamilton.
His Alexander Hamilton.
I know. I know the tree. You could talk to the tree.
16.
Argenvost.
I was gonna say it started with an A. Argenvost Holt.
Okay.
Holt is the house.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's just Argenvost.
So
That's how I remember it.
then Richten, Ebb,
Argenvost.
and Argenvost. Do you want me to try?
I don't know if it'd be a good idea, Keli, because Linza of Linza.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know how much of him is still himself anymore.
Okay. Breeze, do you have anybody that you need me to check in with?
No.
No one?
No, you did it last night, and that was creepy.
Okay.
Does
Huh? What I missed last night?
Oh yeah.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get.
We'll get to that.
Does Atlas know
You have
anybody
anybody, Atlas?
cool in any other domains that maybe were not covered in the story? That I don't know could be a plot hook for later, or no?
Make a history check at advantage.
Okay. Can I give myself guidance for this or no?
Sure.
Hey, Breeze, can I bribe you?
For
As a
what?
bardic inspiration.
Guidance.
Okay, I'm guidance.
Yep.
I'm bardic inspiration, and I have advantage. Oh.
Bardic. Oh,
What's your
Nice.
bardic inspiration die?
10.
D10. Jesus.
It is 27, which is a natural 20.
Okay. Specifically, you think speaking with Millie might be helpful.
Mm-hmm.
You're not sure where she's at, but you do know that there was a space that she and the mongrel folk had originally inhabited in Barovia. You think maybe speaking to
Seagull.
Yeah, the flock of seagulls. How about them?
Even Seagull.
Now they're still looking around.
Yeah, I'm scared of him.
Where was he from?
That's the problem. I don't remember. I can picture
Baelish?
what he looks like, but I can't picture where
What
he's
does he look
from.
like?
Baelish?
Nice.
Just Baelish.
I don't know. Nobody's ever checked on Baelish.
I guess locate Baelish, but it doesn't
Keli's
work.
too afraid to do that.
He's fine.
No, it's not.
Why?
feel like
Because his
Baelish
arm
now-
fell from the forest canopy and landed on your face?
Baelish now is a level 20, but he's fine.
Baelish is fine.
Baelish is fine.
Yeah.
He's hot, so he has plot armor.
You know that you could speak to, sorry, not speak to, but there is an old asylum that is abandoned in the Sea of Sorrows.
Oh,
I don't like that place.
It's abandoned. It's
Okay,
no longer
so
an
that's
asylum.
a thing. That's a place that I could like. It's a place I could scry on.
Yes. You know that there are other islands within the Sea of Sorrows that could take on additional people, and because the Sea of Sorrows isn't exactly a plane, like a domain underneath one Dreadlord or one Darklord, you can kind of just do whatever you want there.
Also, that's kind of a bad idea because the Dreadlord has a vendetta against me. Us.
In the Sea of Sorrows?
Does.
Yeah, I sunk her
The one with
ship.
the ship.
There is that, but there are islands
There
specifically.
are islands. There's a lot of those islands that
Yeah.
we're not supposed to go to.
But there are other islands where,
New Tempest!
other than that
just,
one.
Just kidding.
No
Just
kidding.
kidding.
Okay.
You know that there is, let's see. Depending on what people want to do, there is Markovia. That one could be a little iffy, depending on where they end up. Markovia?
What was that again?
Markovia. The Dreadlord there is Frantisek Markov. And he's a bit of a
That's from
nutter.
Atlas's knowledge, though.
Borka.
Right?
There is
Okay.
Borka as well, but
So
you
this
have
is one
to...
that we don't know.
Yes. So Markovia is one that Atlas knows specifically. You know that it is a domain where people are just kind of like left to their own devices, but there is a possibility that they'll be kidnapped and scientifically experimented on. So there is that.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Have the T-shirt.
Did you get a T-shirt?
Like, regardless of
Year,
where
whatever.
you go,
You ring
like,
the bell every year.
Barovia is kind of the lesser of all evils because the current Dark Lord is not actually the Dark Lord. The Dark Lord there is in a constant state of regeneration, regeneration,
and she gets to rip him apart every night.
Basically. So
it's very cathartic for her.
That one is like the best solution ultimately.
And they have a low population density.
Yes, they have a lot of open space.
Okay.
It's just like home.
Like there's no other than that, there's no good domain to be in. There's always going to be an issue with something somewhere. So like you could go to Demintlu, which is a very small a small domain.
City-state, isn't it?
It is a city-state more than anything. And
I don't trust the Duchess. I'm over playing the game. I'm over playing the game.
That's the problem, because the Duchess will
and the fucking Red Widow she'll leap out of the theater and she'll fucking turn us all into spider eggs.
What?
The Red Widow at the theater?
Oh, yeah. With the Duchess, she throws parties. Everybody wants an invitation, but if you do end up there, you have to play the game very well, or she will kill you.
The Duchess will remember that.
I don't want to play Knives Out. Thank you very much.
Is Chris Evans going to be there? Because if so, I don't care. I'm going to be there. And
there is
the
the domain you're in currently, Sri Raji. It's a jungle domain. There are tigers and
Sri Raji
lions.
are like on the top of the list.
Tigers, bear. Yeah, Barovia on the top of the list.
Tigers second. Yeah. Bloodsport last.
Okay. But as far as people that I need to like send a message to, we're talking Venricton, Ebb, Millie.
You could contact Annie.
Who's Annie?
Not Annie. Fuck. Millie. Sorry, I was confusing it with the gnome that we got killed.
That was the other one.
Annie Coppersprocket.
Incartacus, the group of hunters that you guys met.
The
at the
cannibal
observatory.
werewolves.
No,
not
the ones at the observatory.
Yeah.
Yo, I was gonna mention that, but since you didn't mention it, I figured it wasn't an option. So.
No, absolutely, they're an option. That was the one that I couldn't think of.
Yeah, there's the you could message Millie because she and the mongrel folk had like their own kind of hangout. You could message.
That's true.
Well, actually, you don't know these people, do you, Keli? The people we
I know
met.
Millie.
Yeah, you know Millie, but you don't know. We met these people in a telescopic tower area, and that's where I got my fear of Bloodspur started. It's great.
Sounds like a bad place.
Yeah. No, they were cool though. I was there with Alaric and Breeze. Breeze, you remember them, right?
Yeah, Cersei and the Centations.
Yeah. And then you could also contact. What did I say with your contact? Fuck.
Okay. So let's start with Venricton.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can contact Valish and check on him because he's alive and doing well.
Of course.
Now
We'll,
there's
we'll
someone
put
you
it,
can make.
we'll put a pin on that for now.
And there's someone else you could make a mechanical arm for, but I'm sure that in his hands, a mechanical arm with a laser beam in it is only going to spell disaster. He's a very horny bastard, and I can see him mishandling it very.
Hopefully it would spell a
catastrophically.
lot of things because he's a wizard.
Mm-hmm.
Get out.
What am I
And then
saying to Van Richten then?
Hi, Van Richten. It's us. Where are you? Is it a place for prisoners or refugees? I still have you. Atlas parentheses, still have your poutine order.
You have to say parentheses too.
Yeah. This is Keelai talking, by the way. This is just Atlas telling Keelai what to say.
I think the poutine part might be a little long, but
You have like 30 words.
25.
25.
This is
That's like 30
Keelai.
if you use math.
This is Keelai. Carnival has Darkon refugees. Need. That's all I got.
Need
Sanctuary
slash prison for
Need sanctuary. People. Also, the heirs. We have the Darkon refugees, Darkonian refugees, and the heirs. So we need sanctuary and a prison. What about the red prison? Oh wait, no, we can't go back there. The Amber prison. Never mind.
The Amber Temple?
Mm-hmm. We can't go back there. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought it up. It would be a good prison, though. But there's no guards. Never mind.
Do I know anything about the Amber Temple? Because, like...
It's where Gabriella...
I don't know that Keelai... I know where with like that, but do we know anything beyond that? About what it is?
Make a history check.
Can we all make a history check?
Yep.
Last I remember, Des said it was mostly looted, but I can't trust a single thing he says.
Wait, I'm gonna give somebody guidance. Here, Breeze, you get guidance from me because you gave me a bardic inspiration.
Okay.
I highly doubt Rune knows anything, but this might be funny.
Why did it make me roll for that, for the guidance? I just wanted to use the power of guidance.
It didn't?
It didn't, it just said
it
you
showed me
used
rolling
guidance.
the D20. I don't know why I did that.
That was me.
Oh, okay.
I think we had the same die.
Oh.
Yeah, so 18 for me.
18 and 22, so Keelai and Breeze. The Amber Temple, outside of what you saw when you found Des there, you know that it is a place where mages worked, did a lot of spell work early on before Barovia became its own domain. The corruption that came from that was very much in the vein of Aslan. A lot of mages looking to be liches. They were essentially cursed, and there are a lot of dark gifts that their lingering spirits will provide to those who decide to take them.
I misremembered it then. Never mind.
Yeah, we don't want to...
I remember that episode from when you guys did Curse of Strahd.
Uh-huh, so do I.
It's a bad time. It's a really bad time there.
It was a bad time.
Somewhere Allie just shivers.
The man took like 5,000 curses.
He did, yeah. It was bad. Okay, so I sent a message to Van Richten. This is Keelai. Checking in. We have Darkon, and heirs need safe haven and a prison. Recommendations? You pooping?
You pooping, you pooping, you pooping.
Okay,
Also hope we're not
darling.
interrupting you. Oh my god.
God.
Hang on, wait. Quick question. Athelstan is telepathic. Can he like listen in on this?
You would have to try and cast it on Keli.
Oh, okay.
So Keli would make a save.
Never mind.
Or Keli can let you if you let her know beforehand.
He wouldn't. Yeah, I don't think he would. I don't think he would try it out. He's too nervous about this font of magic. Times New Roman. Used to be wingdings, but now it's fucking like sans serif or something.
Yeah.
Here, I thought it'd be Comic Sans.
Keli,
No.
darling. Many places. The islands in the Sea of Sorrows. Brain Gopher. He doesn't say that. That's just me. That's the DM. Raven's Bluff.
Like, oh no, he hasn't had his coffee yet.
Raven's Bluff.
Raven's Bluff? Is that
Yes.
what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Dementloo.
No.
Let me look in. I'll send others. That's it.
Okay, I repeat
Also
that to
not
everybody.
Also not pooping.
Oh. Atlas also shares like some thoughts about other places too. He's like, the islands on the Sea of Sorrows, because we did go kind of clear out that one prison place, remember? Where the vampires were.
Make a wisdom saving throw, Breeze.
Damn it.
Can
And use an inspiration on that.
Can Athelstan like lean against Breeze at that? Because I feel like he would. Because literally, that was spoken.
Not letting me. Okay, whatever.
Like I don't know if it would give you help. I don't know if I can help out.
Not really.
Comfort, angst, hurt, comfort, wump.
As much as I love it, no.
Nope, 13.
You said you were using an inspiration?
Yeah, I rolled 2.
Oh, I see that. Yeah.
Because the advantage button wouldn't let me click it.
Oh, weird.
Oh, it was because the map was like this itty bitty too much, too low.
Of course.
Which is stupid.
You're not doing so hot, my friend. You're a little scared.
I can help.
Can Athelstan place his hand on Breeze's, just like not like grabbing, or like around it, but like upon Breeze's hand?
Question, is the fear effect something we can use greater restoration on?
Yeah, or lesser.
Atlas says, "Oh my gosh, Breeze, I'm so sorry," and he uses lesser restoration on Breeze.
Yeah, lesser restoration clears one, greater clears them all, if I remember right.
Oh, then I'll use greater, and I'll take the opponent's.
Well, you
off
don't
my
know
sheet.
that I've got. You don't know that was the second one.
But I know how bad. Could I make a medicine or
Insight.
wisdom?
It's taken
Insight?
6 cups of coffee to get them to talk. Usually it's only about 4.
25.
Jesus Christ, Atlas. Yeah, you can see that on top of Breeze not really being perceptive, seeing the space around them, like kind of taking in their surroundings like they usually would, you can see that they are very twitchy.
Yeah.
Even when Athelstan kind of reaches over to presumably cast Lesser Restoration. Breeze just kind of shrinks.
No,
back.
he wasn't casting. He was just reaching to like touch your hand.
Okay, well, same thing.
Yeah, I would just like.
I'm gonna say, as an
That's
ASMR, don't you get that free once a day anyway?
Yes, I do, but he's not touching that magic right now.
That's innate magic.
Yeah.
So you know that comes from a different place altogether, from your font, from the warlock powers you had. Like,
everything is weird right now.
Everything.
Just putting it out there. I know that it comes from a different place.
He knows it comes from a different place, but he also doesn't. Well, I think he wouldn't cast without asking.
Okay.
Right.
So, Atlas, you cast Greater Restoration?
Greater. Yeah, and I'll mark it off my.
All right.
Hey,
Breeze, you can
not
go ahead
there.
and clear those.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Breeze.
You're not
I should have
there
thought better
anymore.
on that.
You're
It's
here
okay.
with us.
I know.
It's okay.
But I found this the other day, and I pull out the letter/picture
Athelstan
that we.
takes it, I guess. Are you holding it out to him? I'm sorry.
I take it out and like toss it onto the ground.
He reaches down and picks it up.
Okay. What you see is a picture of a. Make a history check.
Yay. That's not creepy.
No.
Come on. No, I'm using inspiration. I want to roll again. That was a 11, everybody. Oh, come on, please. I need this so bad. I want it. I want it so bad. I want it. God damn it.
15's not terrible.
15? You recognize it as like a cloud giant castle. It is suspended on a large hunk of rock, floating above. You assume the earth. It could be water. You don't know. That perspective of the image doesn't lend to that information. You see a couple people kind of like looking up at it from behind. Do you turn it over?
Yeah, he flips. Yeah, we all feel him flip the card over.
You flip the card over, and it says,
Breeze, I was thinking this portrait for my next asylum. Thoughts? And it's signed D.
Out of character, I think this would be very interesting for me to explore Athelstan's new kind of like, not personality, but his new instincts here.
Sure.
Seeing this previously, he would have bared his teeth, and he would have growled deep in his chest, down to his belly. He's angry. What is his instinct here? Or is it just not present there?
Even humans can growl, especially if they're frustrated or upset or angry. It's this low, rumbling noise from the back of the throat. It's not anywhere near that of an animal, but it is still a noise that we as humans are capable of making. Instinctively, you make that noise. You expect it to be lower, to be deeper, bassier. And from your chest rather than your throat. But it comes from your throat.
Sorry. That actually did make me cough. I'm sorry, Maggie.
How you respond instinctually otherwise, that is entirely up to you. Do you reach out to Breeze to try and offer them comfort or protection? Do you want to get up and pace because you are essentially impotent in this moment there's nothing you can do to find the source of Breeze's distress.
I think he'll just toss the card to the side, and I think he'll get down on the ground in front of Breeze.
Yeah, that's not creepy.
Because you're sitting.
And
Yeah, but so was Athelstan, wasn't he? Initially?
yeah, he was sitting beside you.
Yeah.
He'll like look. He'll offer his hand, but he won't like reach out to take it or take yours or anything. And if you don't take it, he'll just put his hand back into his lap, lean forward, and just gently press his forehead against your knee.
I take the hand.
What do you want to do?
I told Keli last night, I want him gone.
Then he'll be gone.
We pack sunlight, we pack everything
There won't be anything left of him when
that
we're
will
done
finish
with him.
him.
There can't be too many cloud giant castles. We can
You'd
narrow
be
it down.
surprised.
You know
I
something
could
of this?
try to scry on it eventually.
Rune picks up the picture and looks at it.
Mm-hmm.
Does she know anything about this particular castle or know anybody who might?
Make a history check.
Given her actual history, would I do it so normal or advantage?
At advantage.
Guidance.
Guidance? Okay.
-2.
Wow.
16.
16?
I love your thinking face.
Just trying to figure out like how much to divulge for that. You know that there are cloud giant castles around. Not so much like there's not a lot of them. It's not like, oh, there's one. Oh, there's another one. The few that you do know, there is one in Park here. There is one in and around Dimentlu. It moves and drifts between Dimentlu and the Sea of Sorrows. Kind of goes back and forth, almost following the breeze, essentially. Not that one.
That was Cedar that time. You leave Rob alone right now! How dare you!
What was the first one you said?
Harakir.
Harakir. You know that there is one
Back there.
What?
Not there.
I don't want to go back there.
Just because you lived inside of a fucking flask for a little while doesn't mean the rest of us can't risk it.
You know that there is one in Agaroth, but Agaroth has not been accessible as a domain for decades.
Interesting.
Breeze.
Yeah?
Should go meet Rune brother. Might know more.
Interesting. Maybe once we get the letters and whatever else we need,
At least
then
get it in
we'll go
motion.
have a little chat.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
Is your Is your brother like you?
Define.
Does he speak English or does he just speak
Common?
dog? Wolf?
Common.
Or common? Yeah.
Rune brother, much bigger.
Bigger than you.
Much.
They seem pretty cool to me. It would be cool to meet them finally.
That sounds. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Atlas would have probably already met them.
They are really cool, and they are really, really big. Like, if you think of, like, Gordon as, like, a large creature, they're, like, large. Or giant. What are they, technically?
Frost giant.
A giant.
Yeah. Gordon's like, yeah, he is pretty cool. He owes me money.
I mean, if anybody's going to recognize this place, it's going to be another giant.
Reasonable. Is that racist? No.
I mean, they're
sorry.
not hags.
I'm sorry, they don't hang out. They don't all know each other.
But it's the giant that travels with the carnival.
Yeah. A well-traveled giant.
And plus, he's smarter than Rune
So
is.
that's another place to look.
Thank you, Rune. Breeze.
Mm-hmm.
You okay?
Yeah.
You don't need to say it like I'm asking a silly question.
I'm fine.
Me
Freaked me out a
leaving.
little bit, but
It's natural. I'll put the kettle on. He like turns around where he sat on the ground and just like puts the kettle back on the coals after checking for water.
Sure.
He's like, Atlas. No, he just does it.
I guess sending to Ebb.
Okay. What do you say?
Sorry, I'm just marking my spells off here.
Addleston reaches over
it's
and holds Tommen's lips closed.
It's Keeley at the carnival over by the Vardos. Are you present?
Would like to see you.
Find us. We would
Need
like to talk.
About refugees? And heirs?
Are you pooping?
Hugs and kisses. That's what Tommen
not
says
saying
every
that.
time. Ask her if she's pooping. And then then Bill's just like doing that dragon laugh, like in How to Train Your Dragon when Toothless laughs.
The response takes a minute to come back to you, but when it does, it is Ebb's humanoid voice rather than their dragon voice.
Oh.
Probably a good thing.
Probably.
You don't need to learn that about yourself. Again. Again.
I'm currently with Van Richten. I can be there likely in 2 days. Is it urgent?
You can reply to this message.
No, I can't. I have to use another spell to talk to her.
Unless she use I don't know.
So you just see like this look come over Keeley's face.
Why are you making stupid face?
Darkon.
What?
Yeah.
You cut out there. You cut out.
Then.
Van Richten? She's kikiing with fucking Van Richten? Fucking queens.
Did Mr. Van Richten even
Wants
say
to
where
know
he
if it's
was?
urgent.
Did he even say where he was?
No, but I didn't ask.
Oh, I thought you did. Okay.
I thought you did too. Is yours? He lets go.
I
of
can
Thomas
send her
lips.
another message and ask.
Well, do you want to waste the spell energy? Which is
Well,
D&D
I've
talk
got
for
another spell to send.
slot?
Anyways, I might as well.
Or you're gonna use that for Millie. Tom, and is your stone linked up to?
I have more spells than that.
Yeah, she can upcast.
Ep doesn't have a sending stone.
I'm not gonna be.
We made sure. I clinked and synced it with both of you.
With mine. Ep doesn't have one.
Oh yeah, about that whole thing about not needing to be reachable 24/7.
You want me to have her come here? Or do you want me to just find out where they are?
What do you think, guys?
I don't know what help she's gonna be really right this
now.
second.
It's not urgent, so. Also, yeah, find out where they are. I
send
must
her another
say,
message.
I must say, I'm a little nervous to know that the two of them are hanging out again. That went terribly well last time.
Sure.
The Ravens were
Okay.
drunk for days.
Don't need you just yet. Where are you in Van Richten? If you move again, no. Is everything okay where you are?
Everything is fine. We're in Kirla Nova currently.
Oh man. Okay.
What was
The
that
visible
name again?
pause as we write it down.
Kirla Nova.
Okay.
Kirlanova.
I think I spelled it right.
Nice.
Any apostrophes in there?
Nope.
Okay.
Let us know when you need us. We'll let you know when we move.
Say that to everybody.
Oh, good.
Where's Kirla Nova?
Okay. What do we know about
What's wrong with that place?
Kirla Nova?
Make a history check.
The table I know a little bit, but
It's where they create Overlocks, which is delicious salmon.
That was almost a natural one for me. Why am I rolling like shit? This is basically. When did I become Keyli? It's the hair. It's got to be.
I
the
rolled
hair.
deception,
use
but
my
it's the
inspo.
same thing. Oh.
Wow. Okay. 15 for Keyli.
Everybody else got
13.
Okay.
8.
Okay.
I asked
Atlas,
the
you rolled
question, so I'm
deception.
assuming-
Atlas got a 6.
It's the same. I said. I just
okay.
I just can't see it very well.
Okay.
I'm a little sleepy.
Almost done.
Sorry, I've been up since like 7.
The Eli, you're the only one that knows a little bit about it, and it's from before the war. You were not in Faerun, but you would always get like intelligence during like their versions of what occurred in Fixius. The main city is called Raven's Bluff. It's also known as the Living City. It was located in the nation of Vesperin, eastern shores of the Dragon Reach, northern region of the Vast, if you know anything about the Sword Coast. It was a young city, even like at the beginning of the wars, the calamity, the catastrophes, whatever you want to call that section of history across all the realms. And it was mainly like travelers and all that stuff. It was also an access point to Icewind Dale. At some point, it was pulled through to the mists before the war ended. You don't know who the Dark Lord is. You don't know its status currently. You just know that what was moved was Raven's Bluff and like the area around it. But that's all you really know.
Eli just like fall back into sort of her military kind of training and voice and basically just gives a report.
At ease. Damn, I hate when you do that.
I'm
Yeah,
scared.
at ease, soldier. I fucking hate when you do that. Oh my god. You're not there. And he reaches out and holds your hand. It's gonna be okay. And then he awaits the slap. And he pouts with his
You're not
little
trying to grab
split
her
lip.
halo, so
He starts to reach up towards her halo.
you're not trying to grab her halo, so
He starts to ouch! And he just reaches again and pokes from the other side. And he pouts with his split lip.
Okay.
My blood is red now.
Say all that.
You
My
download
blood is
information.
red now.
I can see that.
Red. Weird. Is it too
Last
early?
one.
Is
I
it too early
messaged
to read
Millie.
mine?
Okay.
Hi, Millie. It's Eli. We've made it to the carnival. Are you here? Meet by Vardos?
Carney Row.
We would like to see you.
We miss you. Hugs and kisses. Bring cupcakes.
Elise pops in from the
Pooping?
background. XOXOXOXOXO.
Ah! Oh, good. Keely's been looking for you.
Nope, not at the carnival. We tried to go back to Darkon, but currently in Barovia.
Okay.
Are you all okay? And you can tell that the "Are you all okay?" came as a sending message from her.
Okay. I respond back to her. We're okay. A little shaken up. But intact. Trying to come up with a plan for refugees. Do you have space to take in people?
You get a sending. We have space, but you'll have to check with her lady. I'm sure she'll be okay with it. As long as they're okay with mongrel folk. You know how people can be.
Yeah, I do. Let you know what the plan is. Hope to see you soon.
Okay.
Wilson says hi.
All right.
And I explain it to everybody.
Sure.
Aw.
So you have a couple messages out. You are going to send some via Raven still. If you want to send me those
2
over the week, what you're sending out, we'll just assume that you've done this as well. We are going to end tonight's session because it is almost midnight.
Sure.
Thanks everybody for coming and watching. Thank you for the raids and the subscriptions and all that stuff. We appreciate you. We'll see you when we see you. We should be back on Wednesday for
Cedar's
Fixious
birthday's in
Titans.
5 minutes.
And Cedar's birthday is in 5 minutes.
Yes.
5 minutes.
And I'm gonna be on Viva La Dungeon tomorrow.
Oh, you're on Viva. All right, go check out the Liching Hour tomorrow night.
And check me out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play Frontiers of Pandora.
Oh, on your channel?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're gonna look at plants because that's what we always do when we play on Tuesdays. When we play Frontiers of Pandora, they have a lot of plants. It's really fucking cool. Sometimes the game thinks that I'm taking too long, and it basically tells me.
All right.
It's so judgmental.
It really is. Well, like I said, we'll see you when we see you. We're going to go raid Fabled 42. If you haven't given them a follow already, please do so. They are a wonderful group that I've been watching for a little bit. They are 18 plus. Currently, they are doing a dark fantasy crypt creatures D&D campaign. So I'm all about that vibe. Check you later.
Toodle.